Welcome to Promo Insiders, the ASI Media podcast that covers the issues that matter most to the promotional products industry. I'm Teresa Hegel, executive editor of digital content, and today I'm joined by Ramon Ray, a small business expert and successful entrepreneur who will be giving a keynote address at our upcoming ASI Chicago show on how to connect with your clients and stay human in today's digital world. Thanks for joining us today, Ramon.
Hey, Teresa, you are absolutely deliriously so welcome. It's amazing to be here and serve the ASI community. So thanks for having me here. I appreciate it so much.
Awesome. So I guess I wanted to start out and just learn a little bit more about your background and the journey you took to becoming an entrepreneur, because I think you've had multiple businesses and have had kind of like an interesting career arc.
Yeah, there's few people, Teresa, that can say they've been fired from the United Nations, graduated from the FBI Citizens Academy, testified to Congress, and jumped over a rope line in India to take a selfie with Ivanka Trump and interviewed President Obama. Few people have done all that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It is quite a bit. But today, Ramon is the publisher of zoneofgenius.com, an online publication for small business owners. One of my specialties is definitely personal branding. My book, Celebrity CEO, is about my journey. And I did it because people kept asking, Ramon, how do you get so much publicity? How are you in the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, Inc. Magazine, Entrepreneur, on TV? And I just decided to share that. And then, of course, a motivational keynote speaker, serving, of course, the ASI community. And so that's a little bit about me. But yes, a serial entrepreneur who started several media properties, media companies, sold a few, in fact. And today I'm here just serving people in the digital world we live in and on stages.
So why did you become an entrepreneur? Why was it something that motivated you to kind of go into your business for yourself?
Well, you know what? Many people, I think, are used to hearing I wanted to make the world a better place. No, I just didn't want to starve. So that was it. I mean, that was it. Nothing else to it. It just, I was working at the United Nations. It wasn't it would have been a great place if it was a great place, but the UN is great. It's just the office I was in had a lot of dysfunctionality. And lo and behold, one day they're like, Ramon, you have to be an entrepreneur at business or work for us. And I tried to do both. And eventually they said, we're not going to renew your contract. And that launched me into the world. Do I get another job? Or do I do my best to run my own business? And entrepreneurship is difficult. Again, it's a word that many people use. The person who's selling one candle a year, making $10 a year, they call themselves an entrepreneur too. But when I talk about entrepreneur and small business owner, I'm generally referring to that person who's running a full-time solo business, meaning full-time business on their own, and they're full-time into the war of getting customers and serving customers.
Right. So it's not you're not talking about like the side hustles or just sort of like that, like a little extra income. This is your sole kind of gig, and you need to make it work and figure out, what to do so that you can, like you said, not starve.
And it could be. It's just many people. And I always say that I just got off of something I was doing, and somebody said, I want to know who I'm talking to. All the entrepreneurs in the world. Woo! It's kind of like ADHD. Everybody says jokingly, oh, I have ADHD. I'm not getting on a soapbox here, but since you asked me, it's just, I'm kind of sensitive. There's some people, literally, we do get easily distracted. We do have ADHD. So.
Right. No, I got you. So to talk about the idea of personal connection, in business, why is it so important? And, what is lost when we don't have that?
Yes, Teresa, you and I could have not done this interview. We could have not been on video and me seeing your lovely smile. We could have had so many different ways to do it. But this is an example right here. Teresa and I have never met. We don't know each other. We now have some human connection, some closer connectivity, and will be a different experience, I think, if we meet in person in the coming time period. So my point being, this aspect of human connections, we are still a digital world. I agree. The TikTok, the Snapchat, the, Facebook and Twitter and all the Instagram, Ramon says, oh, Teresa, I had a bad day today. What does she do? Boop, emoji. Oh, Teresa, I got a new puppy. Oh, boop, emoji. We're in that world of retweet and reshare. And those all do have some expression. Ramon said he got new glasses. Teresa does thumbs up. I get it. That means she saw my message. But, nothing beats me giving her a call and say, Teresa, I heard that somebody did a small rear ending in your car today. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear about that. I hope you feel better. So the human connectivity yes, the digital world we're in, but those who want to sell, those who want to grow their businesses, those who may be having promotional products, the way to connect that even better is the human connection. And you may not need to do it for all. It's hard to scale that. But as you segment your customers even, and some you send a special thank you card, that's how you win in the art of business.
Yeah. So, I mean, it sounds like you're saying that technology has made it more difficult to make these meaningful connections with clients. Um, but in some ways, like, people are talking about like technology connecting us, but it does have like kind of layer. Like, can you talk a little bit about like why I guess technology is distancing us in some ways?
And the benefit of technology, the biggest thing, it helps us go fast and helps us scale. No question about it. If Teresa wants to talk to 100 Ramones in a day, you cannot do it like this. You have to send the email blast out. So to be clear, just the opposing views so people get what I'm saying, technology helps you scale. United Airlines can't handle 5,000 tickets a second, one-to-one. Hi, Teresa, how are you? Oh my God, I'm so glad today. Can I get your ticket? Imagine trying to get people to the Olympics. Imagine trying to get people to the ASI show. It wouldn't happen. Right. However, the beauty of the human connections, when you want to go deeper in a relationship, when you want to express that extra bit of care, there's only one thing that can happen, and that's the human to human connectivity. Even my bank or even a institution, hey, Teresa, today is whatever the date. Happy birthday. It's nice. You knew it was automated. It feels a bit good. But boy, they put a gift box together, or they send a mariachi band in front of your house. Interesting. Nothing beats that. Is that helpful, Teresa?
Yeah. So, I mean, what are some ways that business owners, can maintain that authenticity and the human element and reach their buyers and reach their customers?
Yeah, I think one thing is for sure is just being aware to let human serendipity happen. Number two, it's okay to segment your customers. All customers are not equal. I pay Teresa's company, $5 a year, and then Teresa pays a company $5 million a year. Yeah, you need to go and wash Teresa's car and vacuum her car. Pay a little extra attention. So my point is, segmenting the customers and knowing who's who, and talking from a business sense, who's providing the most ROI? How can I get more? And then three, in deal making, and when you want somebody, don't just, hey, I added the LinkedIn automation there. No, maybe you take some time to add a personal touch. Hey, it was great talking to you yesterday. Really appreciated our talk. You made me laugh. Could we connect? I added that as a human connection in a digital world.
Right. And like you said, like you segment the customers, there's kind of like the customers that kind of deserve the VIP treatment, right? So you have to go to that extra mile for them. Yeah. So, obviously at this point, almost everyone, all businesses are on social media and they're using, the technology to connect with people. But I still think I see people still making a lot of things that I would consider mistakes. But what would you say some of the biggest mistakes that you see business owners and salespeople doing when they're on social media, and what can they do to, I guess, stop making those mistakes?
Yeah, I was on a large call a few days ago with about 100 entrepreneurs. And somebody on the call, lady, she said in brief, in passing, I had a diagnosis. And by the way, can you please teach me how to sell my home better? Whatever, we don't want. I want to say that again. We're talking about, let's say, home buying and selling webinar. Hey, everybody, I want to know how to do home buying and selling. I want to get my mortgage rates better. I had a diagnosis. And so therefore, how do I sell? I added nobody said anything. Did you hear what she just said? Now I get it. You may not have heard it. The mic could have flaked. And I'm not saying because of me, but I'm just showing you. I stopped. And I put a DM to her in public, not a DM, a public note. Hey, I just heard you had a diagnosis. Whatever it was, I hope you feel better. I'm praying for you. She responded, Ramon, you touched it, because she didn't want to hijack the conversation. So my point is, that's what we all can do. The salespeople, the marketing person, do your job. The speeds and feeds, get that sale, get that bag, sell that customer, upsell them. Let's go, make those numbers. But when the customer says, I gotta go pick up my kid, I added the, what's your kid's name? When the customer says, as many of us are doing, I had to go take care of my mom. She had hip surgery. I added the slow down. And just acknowledge that. So I think if more of us do 2% of that simple acknowledgement, we'll make the world a better place. But I don't have Harvard University stats, but we will probably endear more for our customers. Oh, Teresa's going to be like, huh, Ramon heard me. Or he commented on this, or he talked about my amazing painting behind you, Teresa. You
Yeah.
get what I'm having some
Yeah.
fun here.
Yeah.
But the point is to slow down, be more empathetic, just do that a little bit. That'll break through the technology clutter that we're all around.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, with the promotional products industry, everyone always, like we always say, oh, it's a relationship industry. It's a relationship industry. We're not just supposed to be selling, putting logos on stuff and like selling things as a commodity. So hopefully it's something that's already second nature to a lot of people, but I think it's a reminder that we all need from time to time, because it is so easy to get in that rut of like, I just got to do my job. I just got to like make these numbers. And it's not that we don't think other people are real people, but you just get so caught up in your own life. So that reminder to like take a step back and be like, what is this person actually saying? Like, what are they going through? How can I just make things easier for them? And how can I connect with them? It's good to think about that for sure.
Absolutely.
So, obviously I imagine that at the ASI show, you're going to get into a lot more detail and have some like actionable like things for people. But as kind of a preview, what is the most important thing you hope that attendees will take away from your keynote address, later this year?
Well, I can just talk about what I'm gonna do. People don't even have to come. They can just get refunds on their tickets right now. We can do it right now. Why are we even doing the show, the ASI show? We can do it right now, Teresa. Okay, everybody, welcome. Hallway number 7. No, I'm just teasing. So here's the bottom line. One thing I'm gonna impress upon people: go back and do what your mama's taught you. If you didn't have a mama, play along with me. What your guardian, your auntie, your uncle, your dad taught you. And the point is just being kind and being attentive. We can get in so much of a rush. That's one thing I'm going to bring on the stage at the ASI show to remind us what we can do. Second of all, we are going to have a lot of fun. That's the only way I know how to roll. We're going to have a lot of fun. So if you're not in that room, you will miss out. And there's one thing that I've done across the world, Teresa, that everybody enjoys. And that's, well, you got to be in the room if you want to see what's going to happen. I can't tell you, but it's going to be amazing. Somebody in that room is going to have the day of their life. That I guarantee at the ASI show.
Awesome. Well, before I let you go, is there anything else that you want to mention about, making connections with people that we haven't talked about yet?
Yeah, my tip would be, and again, I'm not the promotion specialist, but especially for the promotions industry, there's a lot of the standard things we do, and I get it. The larger company buys 5,000 pieces of X, sends them out. Totally get it, and that's a great thing. But I would challenge my promotions industry people. Hope I don't fit nobody. Even in the promotion space, take it to the next level. So even in that, how can you segment? Everybody got the water bottle and it has our brand logo on it. Great, do that. But I wonder, even in that, are there 10% of customers that maybe should have a little more customization, that should get it even a little more tweaked, if you get what I mean? Even no matter what we're doing, which we think is special, you can even make special what's already special, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. So you can take it to the next level, make it a little bit extra custom. Maybe there'll be something, another product in the kit. Maybe it'll have like a personalized like handwritten note or something. There's a lot of like avenues you can take it for sure. All right. Well, it was so nice talking with you today, Ramon, and I'm sure everyone is excited now to attend ASI Chicago this summer and see your great keynote address. Thanks so much.
I hope so. Thank you, Teresa.